Welcome back. We are in Kelowna right now, and we are going to fish Kalamalka Lake today for the spawning whitefish. These are Rocky Mountain or mountain whitefish. They don't quite look like the Rocky Mountain whitefish, but definitely they're whitefish. A salmonid species. They have adipose fin, and they get pretty decent size, over 2 pounds in this lake, quite fat. And in the winter, like end of November and into December, the fish come into the shallow water, whereas they usually live in deep water to spawn. So they fish on they come and spawn on these shallow rocky shoals. So that's what we're gonna be looking for them. Use small flies or spinners or small lures. So we have fly rods and a spinning rod. My brother's supposed to meet me out there today, so it should be fun. Stick around, let's go get them. Vehicle's all locked up, hopefully nobody steals my stuff. And let's go out to the point here and see what we can catch. So I just came to this one spot and looked, and I saw 100, but I'd already made a cast. And the first cast on the spinner, I got a big mountain whitefish. Look at that. He just inhaled it. Boom. First one on the spinner. Look at that. Cool looking fish, huh? Nice and bright, but guess what? There's like tons of them right here. They're all in the water right here. I don't know where they went, but there were like 100 of them right there. So we'll keep fishing here and hopefully we get some more. Got a little one. Little tiny guy. There's so many out there. You can see them chasing when I cast it. Oh, got a real mini one. Got one on the fly. Strip on a fly. I don't know if this is smart. Got one. Maybe it's a little better one. That one's fighting pretty good. Oh, it's not very big. They just fight quite hard. On a light rod. Little one like that. They eat that spinner.
What kind of fish is that?
It's a whitefish.
That's a whitefish.
Yeah.
They're great eating?
Yeah, some people like them, some people don't. It's like a white meat fish.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually a relative of the salmon. It's a salmonid. But they don't look like salmon at all.
No, I was gonna say.
Oh, I got one. Hooked up. Hard to tell how big they are because they pull so hard, these little fish. This is a small one, but man, look at that. Look at that pull. Yeah, so this might not be like a trophy fishery. Oh my. Might not be a trophy fishery, but Lots of action, these little whitefish. There's tons of them. They do get bigger. Tons of action, they get bigger. And see a salmonid, they got adipose fin. They hit spinners pretty aggressively, so it's fun. You don't have to cast that far, you can fish offshore. Still nice weather in December. I think it's supposed to be +3 today. It feels pretty warm right now. I got one. Oh, that's a good one. That feels like a better one. Well, that's a little better one. Yeah, he's fighting good. Oh boy. He's not huge, but decent. My first one's still the biggest one. I didn't get on camera. This is a good one. It's a fat one. That's a nice one. Oh, he came off. Oh man, he came off. I don't know how they come off that little treble hook, but I guess if it's not hooked that well, they come off, especially when it's a bigger one. They really pull hard. They fight amazing for their size. Whoa, that's a big fish just jumped out there. Like a huge trout or something. Could have been a carp though. I was in the way. I got one. I think it's a little guy. Feels like a little guy, but man, they fight hard. The last one was a lot bigger. I just put on this new spinner because my last spinner snapped off. I only have 4-pound test, so I cast hard and choom, went flying. Well, it's not a tiny one, but it's not a huge one. Let's see, it's going around. There he is, right there. They travel in big schools, so you can kind of see them surfacing. That's how you find where they are. Or you just look into the water with polarized lenses and you can see them swimming along the edge. Hello.
How'd you get down?
Well, up there a ways is the path down, but you couldn't walk down along the beach too. So you just cast it out, let it sink down, and then slowly reel in. First cast, look here. Oh, I just lost another big one.
I didn't even know there was whites up here.
They're like mountain whites, so like right here. You got one?
No, snag?
Oh, you got snagged? Got up here, I took that cast hooked out, and then I looked to my right in front of you, there's like solid fish.
You could see
Hundreds of them sitting there. You thought it was windy? When
No, I was thinking...
Look, I got one. Oh man, it's a tiny one.
I was just thinking when I was driving, I'm like, oh, it's windy, but I'm like, we should be...
Yeah, we're fine.
That's just like a squaw.
No, this is a whitefish.
No.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Really?
Yeah.
So whenever we catch those little ones by tween, those are whitefish?
No. Those... Oh, there we go. Oh, how did I miss that one?
You did too much slack. Oh yeah.
You got one.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a decent one. You'll see how small it is. They fight really good.
It just flops around. Look at it. It's like a minnow. Look at him go.
Look at him fight, man. They're a little sassy, man.
Like, ah. Oh man.
I know you get all three.
All three each side. Oh. They hit so aggressive.
Yeah.
He just slams it.
I know, they just slam it, man. And they fight so hard. That's why I lost. You should have seen the last big one I had. It was out there. I couldn't pull in. It was just swimming all over, and then the hook just pulled out.
Well, the hook was not pulling out that guy.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a better one.
That's a better one.
Maybe not.
What's that?
My water bottle.
Oh. Look at that. They're fun though to catch, huh? Yeah, so you can do this all that way from like end of November to like middle of December time. Oh yeah, that's a chunky one. Eggs. See, little fat chunk. The clear stuff, it's probably like 15 feet. Oh, you got a good one. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, Tice. Don't lose them, don't pull too hard. That's a big one. What is? No? What did you get?
It's not that big, but
that's a good one, man. Isn't it? Take it easy. Is he gonna get tangled in mine?
Oh, it is not bad.
That's a not bad one. That's a decent one. Oh yeah, that's a good one, huh?
Not bad.
Yeah, that's a fat one. Oh yeah, that's like a decent one to keep, huh?
He's chunky.
That's a big enough to keep.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, you can make a fillet off him.
Oh yeah, he's thick.
Yeah, he's really thick.
He's a big boy. I got his brother.
Oh yeah, that is a good one. They're out there, huh? How far did you get that one out?
I casted that just to the edge.
Did he bite pretty far out there, right?
A bit far out.
Yeah. So they're further out there now. Yeah, I got my bigger one further out there than the first cast. Like.
I took one from Tween.
Yeah.
You know those ones there? They're pretty good rods.
Yeah. But this, you need like a light rod to cast small lures here.
And I was biking. I was going to fish underneath the bridge.
Oh yeah, guys fish there. They catch these there, but they're really small in the Okanagan. For some reason.
You're not bleeding them, eh?
Yeah, I tear their gills.
Because that's what you usually do with white, right?
Yeah.
I biked underneath a little passage, and my rods are in the backpack.
Yeah.
And just dink.
You had them up?
Well, I had it in half, and the whole way there was fine, but it was just this one passage before you went on the bridge. And yeah, it only broke off like this much of like the middle section. So then when I got there, I still slid the top in and I still fished.
Oh man. So that was one of those Kalamalka Lake rods?
That's the one from the shack. Yeah.
Oh no.
One of the nice ones.
Oh no.
I told Dad.
Oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh my, is that a good one?
Oh. Little one. He's jumping.
Oh.
That was easier. You still the fly?
Yeah, still the fly. We're gonna go try another spot. Looked on Google Earth, there's another place the deep water comes close because the fish have moved out, so we're gonna move around the point here and see if there's any more somewhere else. Okay, well, it kind of slowed down here. Now it's time to go ice fishing. My brother came out for a bit. He caught a nice one and a few small ones, and that was it. The fly, little black flies, little olive flies tend to work, look like nymphs, little beadhead nymphs, and spinners, panther martin spinners. Like, I think we're using a number 4 with a little bit of yellow or orange fur on the back. They really like that with the little treble hooks. These, I don't know how, they have small mouths, somehow they get like all that whole treble and fuzz in their mouth. But it seems like the fish have moved out deeper now and we can't reach them now, so I'm gonna go ice fishing. So let's head up to the high hills where the lakes are frozen. Oh, there's a ton there. Oh, there we go, there we go. It's videoing?
Yeah.
Right in time. Look at the size of this one.
Is that good? Or is it tiny? It's huge.
Huge.
It's a whale. GoPro stop video.
I screwed up. I went off an off ramp just to go pee and I can't get back on. Who ever heard of an off ramp that doesn't have an on ramp? That's crazy. gonna try a new spot. There's some guys on the ice, and people have fished where I usually fish, so I want to punch new holes in a new area and see if I can't find some fish. So this area looks good. Let's punch some holes, get a jaw jacker in, punch more, and see what happens. It's deeper than I suspected, 15 feet deep there. This is a really flat end of the lake. I thought it would just slowly taper off here, but it comes in and drops off. So I'm gonna drill towards the shore, find an edge. Lots of ice here. Amazing how fast the lakes freeze. Gotta be about 5 inches or more. Jaw jacker, little tungsten jig. Put a mealworm on there. Okay, so I just saw one go by. I picked 10 feet of water because it's still bright and sunny. Usually they're just off the structure during the midday. They won't go too far away usually early in the year because the conditions are great. I usually fish about halfway down to 3/4 of the way down. But since I saw one go by pretty close to the bottom, I'll just put it 2 feet off bottom and I'll leave it there and see if I get any bites here. I'll drill some more holes along the ridge line because that's where they push in the evening. They go right up on that edge, and since we got opaque ice and snow ice, the fish will go up into like 1 foot of water up there because they love feeding over those green weeds this time of year. So remember that. It really is, you can't be too shallow. As long as there's like this much water between the ice and the weeds, you can catch them in that kind of water this time of year, and it's quite exciting. But they come by and just grab your hook and they flip out of the hole as soon as you set it. So it's usually nicer to fish in about 4 or 5 feet of water. Let's get this one set up here. Since this tungsten jig has some hair on it and a bit of a tail, I tighten the trigger a little bit harder so they actually get a chance to inhale the whole thing and not just pull on the hair and set off the jaw jacker. I want them to double eat it and then get a good hook set. Also, there's lots of little guys, so I don't need to be catching them, so hopefully I just catch the bigger fish. Okay, so I drilled 3 lines of holes, 20 holes. Took me 6.5 minutes, but now I'm tired, warm, and set up. This time the jaw jacker didn't go off, so maybe they're wanting an active presentation today. Jaw jacker out. This time of day when I'm jigging, I want to see fish like really fast. Fish should be moving constantly, and if they're in the area, all you have to do is find the depth. So don't spend too much time jigging. I'm not looking to catch a fish, I just want to mark a fish. And that's what I'm looking for, looking to attract the fish and see if they're in the area. And then I know I'm working the right depth. If I'm not seeing anything, you know, guys often ask me, how long do I wait in a hole before moving? It might just be a couple minutes of jigging. And if I'm using an active presentation and haven't seen anything and I have lots of holes drilled, I'll just move to another hole every couple minutes until I start seeing some fish. Okay, nothing here. So I'm not even gonna use the lighter presentation jig. I'm just gonna move to a shallower hole. I do have the luxury, as I was walking up, I saw a gentleman fishing in shallower than this, and I saw him catch a small one, so I know there are fish in shallower, so I'm gonna work my way in shallower. Okay, so I just hopping around in one of the holes over there, 4 feet deep, I hooked 6 small ones, all small ones. So I'm gonna try here a little bit more, and then I'll move back to where I usually catch the bigger fish, because I'm sure there's bigger ones that come around here. It might just be the day, it's tough. But if no big ones are here, I'm gonna move. There we go. Oh, see, that's what they're like. That's what I'm catching the first 2 years of stock in little guys. Beautiful, but little. Give it a more minutes here. See if any big ones come by. Otherwise, I gotta go move. There's a beautiful sunset over there. I drilled some holes. Got into 5 feet of water. I'm gonna drop the jaw jacker, drill a few more holes, and hopefully get some fish. It's funny, they're not hitting the jaw jacker today. I know there was some down there because one swam by right when I put it down, but some days they just don't want to hit that stationary. You gotta have a little bit of movement, and that's when the jigging jaw jacker really works. Okay, let's see. Shorten this up. Another little guy. Just little guys like that. Where's the big ones? That's interesting. Funny how some days the big ones bite, other days nothing but little ones. All little guys. That's a better one. That's a little better one. That's a little bit bigger one, not huge. There we go. There's a bigger one. There we go. What is that? I went really shallow. It's only about 2.5 feet deep. I was just watching the spoon right below the ice, and boom, came in and grabbed it. Well, that's it. Just got 2 small brookies. None of the rest of them were coming around today. But that's okay. We had fun. Well, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this little show combination of whitefish fishing in Kalamalka Lake and a little bit of brook trout fishing. Couldn't find the big ones today. That's okay. That's how it is some days. Can't always catch the big ones, or they all disappear pretty quick. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. See you later. God bless, and go catch a big one.